Muller from SikTh, and I'm here to show you the bias head by Positive Grid. So I think the first thing that struck me about the Positive Grid bias head, you want to be able to walk over to your amp and to be able to feel it. You know, you want it to be able to be sort of vibrating your trousers. So when you've got a cab right in front of you and you can, you know, that cab is at trouser level, so your trousers are vibrating. You want that from an amp. So that's important. So when you're chugging or you're making, you know, when you're in a metal band, you want to be able to palm mute and gurn when you do it. And this amp allows you to do that. In terms of versatility, in the studio, you're often, you know, squeezing in different tones into different sort of sonic gaps that are in whatever song you're working on. So having an amp with multiple tones that you can select, you know, really simply, is actually a really practical thing instead of constantly miking up loads of different amps. So. When you're writing riffs, you need to be inspired by the sound, so you dial up a nice sort of gainy tone like this. Or I can just stick it straight into clean, do some of the kind of more you know, ethereal stuff like this. You know, when you look at it, you kind of assume that it won't go really loud and sound like a really big amp, but actually that's not the case. So when you're in a touring band, you know, there's the ability to travel with an amp is really key. So that's something that really appealed to me straight away. And then when I heard it, I was super impressed with the playability of it and the way it felt like a real amp, which is what you want when you're a guitar player. So this custom knob here, basically, is it's effectively like when you assign a knob on a synth to a soft synth parameter. It's like that, but for an amp. So this can be assigned to various different things within the bias amp software. However, it defaults as a noise gate, which, if you're playing metal, all metal guitarists need a noise gate, because as soon as you turn up to a relatively good volume, you start squealing because of the amount of gain. Kind of a music guitar nerd like me who plays in different styles, produce different styles of records. This is like a really helpful tool. I can just pick it up, put it on the passenger seat of my car if I want to get to rehearsal. It's an extremely practical, useful thing, and I'd recommend it. So yeah, so go and get one.